This man had been trapped in a luxurious penthouse, tormented by hunger and thirst, ate all the ice from the fridge, looking for even a little relief. In the very next moment, broke down in tears sitting in front of the fridge. Not because of the cold, because of the despair that had been simmering inside him for 3 days. A few days ago, he had broken into this penthouse to steal. His eyes were set on a collection worth millions. Everything was going according to plan. While leaving, he entered the wrong password. At that moment, security system activated, all the doors locked automatically. All connection with his partners outside was completely cut off. In an attempt to escape, he tried to pry open the door with a knife, but the system automatically turned on the heating mode. The entire house became like a furnace. Throat dried up and he went to the tap. But the water supply was shut off too. In the fridge, all he found was moldy biscuits and a few cans of caviar. Scraped off the mold from the biscuits, spread some caviar on them and ate them. That became his last source of energy. With a little strength returning, he tried breaking the door again. When he saw the thick metal plate behind it, hope vanished. Kept calling his partners through the intercom, but there was no response. Next morning, he inspected the whole house. Realized the house was completely sealed. Walls were soundproof and made of blast-resistant glass. No exit except the main door. Fruits on the table. Going closer, realized they were stone sculptures. In anger, he threw one fruit at the window. Only the stone broke, not the glass. By now, he was almost defeated. He tried to call the police. The phone was dead. He opened the computer panone. It was just for decoration. Then he noticed a small skylight on the ceiling. Wild idea took over his mind. Put all the tables, shelves, and furniture to one spot. Them together with ropes, began creating a staircase. By then, thirst had drained him. He ran to the pool. The water was full of chemicals, undrinkable. Then he gathered some paper, used a magnifying glass to create smoke, and directed it toward a sensor. In a few moments, the fire suppression system activated. Water started pouring everywhere. All electronic devices were ruined. He had saved his life. With some strength regained, he picked up an expensive vase and smashed it on the floor. Using the shards, he fashioned goggles to protect his eyes while working at height. Slowly, he climbed up and started prying at the edge of the skylight. Thanks to the goggles, his work went faster. But then he saw there were 12 heavy bolts blocking the way. Still, he didn't give up. He carved a piece of wood into a simple wrench-like tool and began loosening the bolts one by one. By the time the last bolt was undone, he was barely breathing. At last, he made a way out. He escaped, without stealing anything, without taking anything with him, just left behind a single line on the wall. Sometimes, freedom is the most just thing of